Yeah, I can hear you talking to me on the phone. Well, you're talking to my mom. Yeah. So I can report you to the police. You want to have sex? I can get you sex. Lucifer? He said he wants sex. Someone need to call the fucking cops, dude. He think he's 5 years old. So he sold his soul to the devil to sound a bit more of a convincing type of Vietnamese person. And he's like using one of our Vietnamese characters and then like talking about fucking sex. Trying to sound like a pedophile, stuff like that. It's wearing off. He's trying to move into our house, my house. He's inviting my mom out to go have to on a date. Dang, dude. They always force my mom to keep the window fucking open. The fridge is fucking open. He called my mom while my mom was doing my mom usually gets a lot of work done. But that guy is on the phone and he won't let my mom finish her work. Mẹ. 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 Mom. Mom. Mẹ. Hồi nãy mẹ nói chuyện với ai vậy?
Cái anh con của bác Tự ở bên Việt Nam á.
Bác Từ ở bên Việt Nam hả?
bác tự là anh ruột của mẹ đó.
Anh của mẹ hả? Your boyfriend?
Anh của mẹ, my blood brother.
Man, you were talking to your brother on the phone.
Cái gì?
So, nó bao nhiêu tuổi vậy mẹ?
Hả?
Nó bao nhiêu tuổi?
Bác năm đây bác 76 rồi.
76 hả?
Bác già rồi.
Già hả? So, why did he hang up? He hung up because the police arrived to his house and they knocked on his door and someone else opened it and then they found out it was the white American police. And so he hung up the phone because he knew he was going to get shot. And that's what happened. And he didn't want me to hear it. I agree. Yeah. For real, dude, like, I just don't really trust the Vietnamese language because there's a bunch of pieces of fucking shit who fight over Vietnamese like crazy all fucking day. Like the most disgusting, like, OGs on and aunties and back in Japan, dude. I can speak French, German, Italian, English, Spanish. I can speak like probably better than you. Stuff like that, you know what I'm talking about? I don't know, it's because the gods keep talking about her, talking like that, and they don't like her. It's like a stolen type of speech from an American girl. Anyway, I'm gonna go inside my room. Okay, thank you, Mom. Con vào phòng nha mẹ.
Mẹ nấu xong mẹ gọi con nha.
Okay, Mom. Thank you, Mom. I went inside my room because I didn't want to battle my mom. I just did not want to battle her. Like, she could have started fighting me because I was talking too much, you know? A woman should never fucking speak unless you want to make a man fucking mad. So the second she came out, I was like, alright, I'm going back in. But, so what's happening is that, you know, it's just one of those things where it's kind of like, yeah, I mean, if you think about it, you know, like the Hollywood Vietnamese dialect was technically already stolen by China anyways. If that makes sense. It was technically already stolen by China anyways. So on the streets, when they talk in that dialect, that Hollywood Vietnamese dialect, like, yeah, it sounds kind of nice. But at the same time, you know that person's fucking Chinese. Just a Chinese person speaking Vietnamese. And when that happens, you had better just fucking leave, dude. That person's fucking Chinese. Like, I don't care how good you speak Vietnamese. I don't want to talk. I'm not going to talk to you. If you want to talk Vietnamese, then talk Vietnamese to a bunch of other Chinese people that speak Vietnamese just as good as you. But quite frankly, when I speak Vietnamese, it's always going to be auto-tuned. It's always going to be auto-tuned. It's always going to be, like, altered by AI. My words are going to be changed around. Whatever. I can't fix it. But if it mean that much to you to see real Vietnamese people fucking stutter in front of your fucking face when they speak Vietnamese, then might as well just let them have it if it mean that fucking much to you. But the only people that speak Vietnamese are old people. Only old people speak Vietnamese. And that's kind of the truth. I've only ever seen old people speak Vietnamese. And that's just simply it. So go ahead and keep talking, because the second I hear you start speaking Vietnamese, I always automatically assume, oh, there's a bunch of old people around. I'm gonna fucking dip. I'm gonna fucking leave. I don't want to stick around for too fucking much. Speaking Vietnamese is one of like the most old things I've ever seen in my fucking life. The oldest bitch I've ever fucking met spoke Vietnamese. She did not speak English. So, when I hear people speak Vietnamese, it's actually a really big fucking turnoff. It's one of the nastiest things I've ever seen or heard in my fucking life. I've seen so many Chinese men cry over food on the fucking floor and trying to eat that shit in front of everybody's face while speaking the highest class of Vietnamese you've ever heard in your fucking life. I'm just saying that young Vietnamese people, we actually just don't speak Vietnamese. We just don't. We speak South Korean, we speak Japanese, and we speak English, and that's about it. But we don't speak Vietnamese. We just fucking don't. Oh my, what? Shin Dae-do. Stuff like that. Who was saying it? La Death Machine. La Death Machine was speaking Japanese. She was Vietnamese. Yongseo. We were speaking South Korean back at the track house. We were speaking South Korean, talking about Keith Ape. Who else? What else was there? But we just never spoke Vietnamese. But when we did speak Vietnamese, dude, it was always a big fucking fight, a big fucking argument. There was always some fucking OG-san, some fucking auntie that wanted to fucking fight us when we were speaking Vietnamese. It's one of the nastiest things I've ever seen or heard in my life. I don't care how good you speak Vietnamese. I'm gonna go the other fucking way. I don't want to fucking hear that shit. Sure, Jenny is the funniest girl I've ever met. Like, who is funnier than Jenny at this fucking point? Okay, well, Cloud Strife is like the funniest person I've ever fucking met. But you wanna know who I think is just as funny as Cloud Strife? Is freaking Jenny Track. Like, I just think that Jenny Track and Cloud Strife just have such matching personalities. Like, they're so freaking funny and they're so freaking smart. And I don't really know anyone in the world that's funnier than Jenny Track other than Cloud Strife. But the both of them are equally funny. So me and Jenny, we get along. Absolutely. Absolutely. But we speak English. There's a lot to agree on. There's a lot to agree on. But the second that all of a sudden people start saying, oh, how do you say this in Vietnamese? Like, what do you guys talk about in Vietnamese? This and that, this and that. And it's always, oh, yeah, so bún bò Huế. You guys like eating that? Cho. It's called boom? Jenny, what do you mean it's called boom? It's called boon with an N. No, it's boom. Duh. Jenny. It's literally spelled B-O-U-N or B-U-O-N. There is no M. Well, obviously, it's still pronounced boom. And then and then after that, me and Jenny just like never speak Vietnamese. That was probably like the only time we ever spoke Vietnamese with each other. But even when I was at Jenny's house and she was speaking Vietnamese to someone else, it was just Vietnamese with a bunch of old people, and everyone would just start getting into the biggest fucking argument, the biggest fucking fight, this and that, this and that. It was awful. It was awful. And even then, Jenny The Princess of Vietnam. She's Akari. Okay, so Jenny looks exactly like Akari, but Jenny is not gonna speak Vietnamese like Akari at all on Mount Royal Avenue. Because a bunch of OG sons and aunties are gonna fight her over that shit. So if Jenny speaks like some weird Vietnamese, and I hate hearing Jenny speak Vietnamese, but if she has like this forced accent, like this Monkey King accent, where maybe Chinese people are better than you and they speak Vietnamese better than you, stuff like that. It's fucking awful. It's fucking awful. And Jenny, she would talk in Vietnamese to like her aunties and her uncles, and they get along. Her family is really nice, her aunts and uncles. I like them. But they would, in fact, all of a sudden start getting into an argument. And they would. And they would. Why? Because OG songs are just fucking like that. Earthlings are just like that. The aunties are just fucking like that. So no, I don't want to talk to you if you speak great fucking Vietnamese because someone died just so that you can get that fucking shit. I had to watch your fucking brother fucking crawl on the fucking floor and act like he loved food more than everyone in the fucking world just so that you could learn how to fucking talk like that. So no, I don't want to talk to you just because you know how to speak Vietnamese better than me. Or you speak Vietnamese better than everyone on Mount Royal Avenue, because no one there is really speaking Vietnamese anyways. And even then, like, the Japanese language was a bit more limited. But there would be like Japanese meme words, and then we would just kind of talk about it. We would just kind of talk about it, but it was actually very, very rare. Maybe the reason why you guys only hear me say "omae wa shinderu" is because that was probably the only Japanese terminology that really, really became a meme, especially in the Vietnamese community. And the reason why that happened is because you guys probably should know the story by now, but pretty much Japan tried to steal the name Vun from Vietnam. And it had always been that way, so they were cursed by God, by Cloud Strife, the great king of Vietnam, to never be able to say the letter V. And it changes to the letter B out of a curse. Did someone hurt you again? Are you trying to cheer yourself up, Trio? Who made you cry? Who made you cry? And what made you decide all of a sudden that you wanted to be fucking happy now? Now you want to fucking talk. When I was 4 years old, you told me you were never going to talk to me again. True. So why are you fucking talking to me now? You were the biggest piece of fucking shit when I told you not to do that fucking shit. You did it anyways. I let you know that day I was never going to talk to you again. But you sat on that fucking couch waiting to talk to me more than anyone else in the fucking world. So no, I'm not going to fucking talk to you. But I know damn well someone fucking hurt you. And trying to make up for that fucking shit. True. Yeah, my fake dad is trying to talk to me with fucking magic, dude. It's so fucking annoying because my boyfriend keeps trying to talk to me about fucking sex. And fucking hentai. And he keeps fucking doing that shit. And then all of a sudden my dad tries to fucking talk to me. My fake fucking dad, True. Dung lum. I like that. I like that. And he would just do that. And then they would keep trying to talk to me about hentai. And all of a sudden they would fucking stop. And then they would just fucking stop. My boyfriend would fucking stop. And then he would keep going. It's so fucking annoying. Men are so fucking annoying. I swear to God. So anyways, talking Vietnamese is one of the biggest turnoffs in the whole entire fucking world. It was never designed to be a beautiful language. But in my circle of friends, okay, and even on the internet, Japanese terminology and Japanese language was just really never popularized. Okay, so the only terminology you've ever heard was omae wa shinderu, and that was about it. What other Japanese catchphrases do you know? There is none. Okay, well, arigato. Okay, fine. Gomen nasai. And that's just regular speech. Okay, so I'm just letting you guys know that when we spoke Japanese, it was just kind of like it did not really happen as often. And we did kind of go into the route of South Korean, but that had to stop because I guess, this whole entire like North Korea versus South Korea thing was so fucking bad that a lot of people just had to stop talking about South Korea for a really long time. But just to let you guys know that to the young Vietnamese kids, hearing anyone speak Vietnamese is one of the biggest turnoffs in the whole entire world, and we never speak Vietnamese to each other, and we never fucking do it. We just don't do it. We only speak English to each other, and that's it. So the Vietnamese American kids really only speak Vietnamese to each other, and that's it. We never, ever, ever speak any other fucking language. And we only speak English American, and that's it. It's always like that. Oh, hi. I can't speak Vietnamese, sorry. And then that's it. And then we don't speak Vietnamese, or I just don't speak Vietnamese, sorry. So I'm sorry. I think that the better translation would be, I don't speak Vietnamese, sorry. And then that's it. And that's all the way back in the track house. So the Tipton Hotel, that's Mount Royal Avenue, right? In representation. So that's Mount Royal Avenue. And then London Tipton is both Jenny and Linda in one character. And so she's actually Vietnamese, and we had to censor the whole thing because everyone kept getting mad that she was not Japanese or Chinese. And that was it. Super annoying. Or whatever Asian country you're from. They just got mad. So we just censored it, and we never told anyone which Asian she was, but she was actually Vietnamese. Okay? So I'm just letting you guys know. On Disney Channel, and we're talking about Disney Channel, the kings are there, the princesses, the gods, the richest people in the world. Okay, so when we talk about the Tipton Hotel, they're always saying, so all of the richest people in the world, they like to check into the Tipton Hotel. Okay, so we're talking about the place where the richest people in the world like to go. And Vietnamese people were very rarely in that TV show, but London Tipton was there. Okay, so London Tipton was there, and that's Linda Track. And that sentence was probably stolen from an Asian girl, from a Vietnamese girl, by Mexican people. Okay? But just to let you guys know that what they're saying, and this is kind of the truth, is, I don't really speak Vietnamese. Sorry. And I'm just gonna say that again for you guys. Just get that through your fucking head. Jenny Track does not speak Vietnamese. Linda Track does not speak Vietnamese. Dark Pastel does not speak Vietnamese. Who else have you ever heard me speak Vietnamese to besides a fucking old ass fucking lady? And I like my mom. I get along with her, but just to give you the general idea. This is really old people stuff I'm talking about. Like, okay, so most Vietnamese kids only speak Vietnamese to their mom, their dad, or their aunts and their uncles. Like oh ba san, oh ji san, that fucking auntie. You know what I'm talking about? That's the only time you will ever hear Vietnamese children or young Vietnamese people speak Vietnamese. And that's about it. And it's super fucking rude to speak a different language in someone else's country, anyways. It is super fucking rude. It is super fucking rude for, like, Mexican people to come to America and then be like, oh no, no English. I only speak Spanish. That shit is so fucking evil and so fucking rude. If they're speaking another fucking language in someone else's fucking country, they have a secret that they're fucking hiding. They're gonna withhold as much information from you as fucking possible. If someone is speaking a different language in someone else's fucking country, that person is the biggest piece of shit you'll ever fucking meet. Like those Chinese girls that are trying to act like foreign exchange students in fucking America, and then they're speaking Chinese all over fucking campus, all over the fucking movies, and then they're giving you a different fucking translation when they're obviously talking about Dylan, they're obviously talking about Alex, they're talking shit about Cho. Oh, Cho only likes low quality men. I know about Dylan. She doesn't. That's what they were saying. That's what they were saying all over Pika Jen's fucking channel, all over fucking Jumi Bear's channel. It is hella fucking evil and is super fucking rude to ever speak a different language in front of everybody's fucking face. And the reason why I just don't fucking translate too much in real time is just because there's so much fucking talking and there's so much going on. But in real life, if people are around, I would have translated everything, every single sentence, every single word for sure. I never ever, ever not translate anything because it is super fucking rude to do that. So, for example, my mom, apparently she can't speak English because people won't let her, but she speaks great English. Okay, and she had a Filipino worker work for her at the store. And my mom would talk to me, and she would only talk to me in Vietnamese, and she would say a bunch of things, and then I would just tell the Filipino lady, "Oh, so my mom was telling me that she wants to go shopping, and she wants to buy me a lot of really nice things. Would you like to come with us?" And she's like, "Oh, that sounds really nice." And then my mom would speak Vietnamese to me again, okay? And then I can't remember what she'll say. "Oh, and maybe later we can get dinner. And what would you like to eat, Cho? I can get you anything you want." And then I'll tell the Filipino lady, "Oh, so my mama is saying that she wants to get dinner later. Do you want to eat?" And that's how it's always been. And at the very beginning of my videos, I tried to translate that. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I tried to translate that for you guys so you guys understand what's going on. But in real time, when there's so much going on, like the video is already going up to like five hours of like explaining the story, backstories, and events that led up to that fucking moment. Like, translating word for word in Vietnamese while they're trying to talk and I'm trying to talk over them, it just does not fucking work. On top of that, a bunch of fucking foreigners get hella fucking mad because I'm translating everything in English. So I'm just letting you guys know that English is my first language, and then my second language is actually Vietnamese. Third language, probably Japanese. And then that's it. Those are the three main languages that I speak. English, Vietnamese, Japanese, and then South Korean. And then South Korean is my fourth language. And then that's about it. But But other than that, I try not to, and I know I'm not translating too much for you guys because I'm just really busy with everything that's going on. But other than that, like, I hope you guys understand. I hope you guys understand. Hold on, let me charge my phone. Okay, I'm at 91% battery. Okay, so anyways, so there's just a whole bunch of Chinese and Japanese people and whatever Asian, I don't give a fuck. You guys keep trying to do this thing where, oh, you speak such great Vietnamese, this and that, this and that. Oh, did you stutter when you spoke Vietnamese? It must be because I'm better than you. Stuff like that, right? But it's just fucking disgusting, and they're trying to talk, they're trying to trying to act like, oh, they know my culture better than me, so they're like the motherland and I'm like the child land, so they get to be the fucking boss, they get to be the fucking leader. Absolutely fucking disgusting. Absolutely fucking disgusting. Like, when you guys see me and my mom speaking Vietnamese, dude, like, I swear to God, like, it's always going to be like that every single time you hear Vietnamese language. It's always going to be like that. It's always going to be like that. There's always going to, and not only that, there's also this meme where it's called like Vietnamese nail shop, Vietnamese, like they're talking about how Vietnamese women at nail shops, when they speak Vietnamese, they're actually talking shit about you. They're actually talking shit about you. And some Mexican girl was apparently, Quito nail. Do you guys remember her? So she was making that joke, okay? So that girl was probably forced to make it anyways. Because the truth is that behind that woman was a man that got to fucking eat. Just so that he can continue on to talk shit about every fucking one. Okay, so what's happening is that they were trying to spread this malicious, this evil lie where when Vietnamese people are speaking Vietnamese at a nail shop, that they're actually talking shit about every single customer and everyone they fucking know. But really, it's Japanese people, it's Chinese people, and it's fucking Mexican people and European people that are just forcing Vietnamese people to do stuff like that. Like, they're, like, trust me, like, those Vietnamese people, if they're real Vietnamese people, they're probably not talking shit about you. They're probably not. They're probably talking to someone through, like, mind reading. Like, someone like, probably, like, your ex-boyfriend, your ex-girlfriend, your mom, your dad, whoever, and that person is talking shit to you through that nail technician. And that nail technician is kind of talking to that person through mind reading, and they're all talking shit about you while you're getting your nails done. And they're trying to make it seem like Vietnamese people will do stuff like that when really they don't. Like, Vietnamese people are actually really, really nice. Like, real Vietnamese people. And I'm not talking about the dirty Vietnamese people that a lot of people just know about. The dirty Vietnamese people that are actually espionage spies from another fucking country trying to fucking destroy the image of Vietnam. But so that guy on that phone, he hung up the phone. But the thing though is, like, my mom came home and she just, because that other lady got caught, the Vietnamese newscaster lady, because she got caught, that, like, it's been really quiet today. And I noticed a bit of a vibe difference. Like, my mom is not sitting on the fucking chair scrolling like scrolling, like, very, like, panicky. Very panicky through the phone, and having, like, over 10 different people speaking Vietnamese to her and trying to win this whole entire, like, Vietnamese, like, narrator, like, newscaster, like, spokesperson award on my mom's fucking phone. And she just keeps scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And it almost seems like it's, like, the same person over and over again, re-narrating a brand new fucking video. And sometimes it's just different people speaking Vietnamese, and it just keeps on going, and it just keeps on going, and it's just, oh wow, this person speaks Vietnamese really fucking well. Really fucking well. Talking shit about everyone. Talking shit about everyone. It's horrible. It tastes awful. No. Mr. Beast is horrible. He's awful. Just like that. Just like that. Trying to sound like Jean-Claude Van Damme and then talk shit about Mr. Beast all fucking day. Talking about how a meat eater wish he sounded like a fucking vegetarian. Meat eaters just keep dreaming and dreaming and dreaming. But everyone can tell the fucking difference. Aw, he's a fucking meat eater. He don't sound that fucking great. It's the same thing with Vietnamese. All fucking night, all fucking day long. Like, the only time that you really hear someone speak respectfully, someone speak very caringly, is probably going to be in English. There's no place like home. Family is family, and no one gets left behind. Stuff like that. Like, you matter. Those people, they don't know what they're missing out on. But you're special. And don't you ever forget that. Because I believe in you. And I'm your friend. And I'm always here for you. You always hear that in English. You always hear it in English. It's horrible. It's awful. Jean-Claude Van Damme voice play over in everybody's head all fucking night, all fucking day long. And it was American freaking English. But what Japanese quote do you guys fucking hear other than "Omae wa shinderu"? All you ever hear in Japan is Sasuke fucking crying and whining about some shit he couldn't fucking win. He fucking lost. All you hear is Sasuke crying about how he fucking lost and didn't fucking win. How he wanted to fight Naruto all fucking day. Like, what quote in Japanese stuck in your head? And that's like, this is like the biggest, the richest industry in the fucking world. This is like Kingdom Hearts. This is Kingdom Hearts. Like, what else do you have? Like, you have Kingdom Hearts. You have, like, what? Bleach. You have freaking One Piece. You have Dragon Ball Z. You have whatever. Fruits Basket. You have freaking Sailor Moon. You have all that. All, like, the richest industry in the whole fucking world. What quote do you fucking remember in Japanese? Like, what fucking quote? Like, even before I could speak Japanese, there was nothing. No one ever remembered anything. The only thing you guys ever really remembered was the quotes translated into freaking English. But Japan really taught you nothing. I don't remember a single quote from Japanese anime. Not even a love scene. Like, I don't even remember a quote from fucking Cloud and Aerith. Like, what? Okay, Mom, I'll come out in a little bit. Like what? Like what? What quote? Like, what quote do you guys freaking remember? Don't fall in love with me because... What was it? I don't even remember. Whatever you do, you can't fall in love with me. Okay? That was like one of the most meaningless things I've ever heard in my life. Okay? What's another fucking quote? Oh, this is a sacred place. And that's it. Well, there was not much behind that, and that was it. All you hear is, oh, well, church is a sacred place, and that's it. That's it. Well, what else? What else? Even Aerith's death scene, like, the words were just really not there. I don't even really remember it. I don't even really remember it. And I spent more time watching anime. Well, maybe not, but there's so much anime that I have watched, and there was not a single quote that I remember in Japanese ever. All I ever fucking remember is some Japanese character saying some other fucking kid's name, some other Japanese person's name, and screaming it as hard as they fucking can. Like this. Naruto! And then it gets quiet. And then all of a sudden the theme song starts playing. Da-na-na, na-na-na-na, na, na-na-na-na-na. Do you get what I'm saying? Or like, no one watches anime, but it was like the girl who leaped through time. So there was a scene where that guy who kept stealing that girl's fucking bike and tried to get Kyo to cheat on fucking Toru. The moment he was about to die, it was Kosuke, right? So they're using magic to like stop me from doing that. And then it was a huge scene where it's like, oh my god, that guy was riding a bike 100 miles per hour. And then he hit the fucking train, and then like afterwards, like all of a sudden, you know, like that piano theme song would start fucking playing. And then in like fucking Fruits Basket, it probably happened too. It was like Kyo-kun, right? So yeah, they're muffling my voice with magic, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? And so afterwards, I don't remember that scene, but I think that did happen. So that person said Kyo's fucking name. And then probably some like dramatic scene happened, like Toru was telling Kyo he needed to go home. And then that was it. Like those are like the only fucking Japanese quotes I fucking remember. Like those guys are so fucking in love that is fucking disgusting. Like, oh yeah, and then like that movie Clan Nagisa? Nagisa! Okay, Japan, I get it. You're fucking in love. You're fucking in love, huh, Japan? Who is it? Who are you fucking in love with? Who? Tell me. Tell me who you're fucking in love with. Is it Naruto? You like Naruto, huh? You like Naruto? He is so in love that it's fucking disgusting. She is so in love that it's fucking disgusting. And that's the whole thing. In Japanese anime. So no, we don't really speak Japanese anime. But there were some quotes flying around, but really not that fucking much. Really not that fucking much. Like pretty much none. The only quote that came by was probably "Omae wa shinderu." And then the only quotes that I ever really remember in Japanese anime was like some character who was so fucking in love, and if someone had to scream out their fucking name because it was so fucking emotional, and then that was it. But anyways, yeah, so no one really speaks Japanese. Like, no one knows a single fucking quote from Japanese anime. Like what? I've never heard I love you before. Aishiteru. Okay? I don't even really like the way that fucking sounds. Aishiteru. They're using magic to fucking make my voice sound like that guy from Bleach. The guy with like the fucking Egyptian fucking hat. But anyways, I'm gonna have to end the video soon, but other than that, a quote from another fucking language, you've never fucking heard of it. You've never fucking heard of it. Probably not gonna be promoted in America. But If you hear someone speak Vietnamese, and probably even really nice Vietnamese, you have the right to call that person fucking disgusting. And you have the right to walk away from that person and to never, ever, ever talk to that person again just because they spoke Vietnamese. Just because they spoke Vietnamese. And I give you the permission to fucking do that shit because I'm getting sick and I'm getting tired of all these OG sons and all these old ba sons and these fucking aunties trying to fight over who speaks Vietnamese better than fucking Vietnam. I'm sick and tired of it. So, I don't speak Vietnamese. Okay? And one last thing, you guys. So there's this thing where like Japanese people and Chinese people will not let Vietnamese people speak English to each other. And especially in the relationship between the child and the fucking parent. So the relationship between the child and the parent, that no one is ever allowed to speak any other language besides Vietnamese. And that's how Chinese people and Japanese prefer it. But that American people prefer it too, because American people only want Vietnamese children, like the youthful Vietnamese people, to speak English to Americans, and that's it. And so that's how it's always freaking been. But the reason, so my mom speaks great English. She speaks really pretty English. It sounds really nice. But she and like a bunch of like Vietnamese people are not allowed to speak English to their children, because that is just strictly forbidden. And that young Vietnamese people, real young Vietnamese people, really only speak English. And the only time we speak Vietnamese is probably to like an OG son, an Oba son, some fucking auntie, their mom, their dad, whatever. Aunt, uncle, mom, dad, some fucking OG song that they fucking saw at a Vietnamese supermarket, or like some auntie or from around there. But other than that, you heard it from here. Vietnamese people, so young Vietnamese people, don't speak Vietnamese that fucking much. They do not. The second you hear an OG son or an old boss son or some auntie start speaking Vietnamese to you all of a sudden, I would just say big red fucking flag. And then just walk the other way around. Those people fight and argue the fucking most. The fucking most. And you can even say, oh, well, if you guys meet like some of the nicer Vietnamese aunties or nicer Vietnamese uncles, like, and you know that they're nice, you can say, oh, we can speak English. I can speak English with you. And that's it. But the fact that someone tried to walk into a fucking nail store and say that Vietnamese nail technicians talk shit more than anyone else in the fucking world should give you a pretty big idea, a big ass red flag when you hear someone say, oh, well, they're speaking Vietnamese. They're talking a lot of fucking shit. And there's a lot of confusion here, but it's not real Vietnamese people, but it's Chinese people and Japanese people who are talking a whole bunch of fucking shit in Vietnamese. Okay? So, I just wanted to say that it is super fucking disgusting. Super fucking disgusting that so many Vietnamese newscasters tried to fight over who got to talk to my mom on her fucking phone. Like through the phone call or through Instagram, and they're actually live streaming it somehow. Like they're actually live streaming Vietnamese narrators like OG-san and Oba-san, and I'm not even calling them in the Vietnamese terminology because they're from another fucking country, right? An OG-san or an Oba-san or an auntie speaking Vietnamese, just fighting over that shit all fucking night and day long. Big red fucking flag. I'm sick and tired of it. I just don't want to hear Vietnamese no more. It is a very ugly language anyways. And Yeah, it's super fucking disgusting that Japanese people do shit like that too. Japanese people would do that. And Japanese people, Chinese people, Mexican people, they would just do this thing where they would say, "Oh, sorry, I don't fucking speak English," while they're in fucking America. If they say, "Oh, sorry, I don't speak English," big red flag. Because those people are withholding information from you and they have a big ass fucking secret that they don't want you to know about, and probably that they're fucking perverted. They're hella fucking perverted. Meaning they're probably also a fucking rapist. And also probably a murderer, since meat eaters are so fucking popular around here. Super fucking rude. Super fucking rude for them to do that shit. But Mexican people do it the fucking hardest. And so do Chinese fucking people. And less often Japanese people, because those guys, dude, there's a whole entire Japanese concentration camp that people don't fucking talk about. Because that's like fucking US fucking territory. Like, speaking Japanese, dude, is like White House fucking territory. So you don't meet a lot of Japanese kids around, but Chinese people make it a bit more out here, but they still get fucking destroyed out here more than you think. So anyways, I just want to say to all of you Vietnamese newscasters out there that are trying to promote your voice and your narration to like Vietnamese people, I just want to tell you that so we don't speak Vietnamese in America, and we only speak English in America. So no, I don't like hearing you fucking talk. You're a fucking outsider and you never fucking knew. And that's it. So I'm gonna end the video here. And let's hope we annihilate those people, because I don't want to hear Vietnamese no more. Not after the way they fucking acted. Anyways, bye guys.